Colossians chapter 3, verse 12, it says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with gentleness, compassion, kindness, humility, and patience. But you notice that before it asks you to clothe yourself, it tells you who you are in God's sight. It tells you that God has chosen you and that he dearly loves you, and you're supposed to be holy. And if those things are in order, then you can clothe yourself. Clothe yourself with compassion in a world that has absolutely none. Clothe yourself with kindness. You don't find that anywhere. Clothe yourself with humility. Humility helps us a whole lot. Every day I work with people, I hear them, I'm match your energy. That's not being humble. That's not being kind. Kindness isn't to those that do you kind. Being kind from God's perspective is different. But he wants us to know that we are covered. He says we are his chosen people who are holy. He also wants us to know that he doesn't just love us, but he dearly loves us. Think about it. When you really love someone, you don't want to fly to touch them. You're just human. God dearly loves you. Yes. Is that enough reason that you can rest and do things God's way? Yes. The truth is, your life, the value thereof, length of days, the things you do, they are not characterized by what people say or do, as much as we've been made to believe that. God has the final say. And when you look in the Bible at the story of Job, in order for Satan to afflict Job, God gave him authority. But notice that God spoke just like this voice in Colossians 3. He spoke of Job as being his servant, one that there was none other like. God knows you. God loves you. He didn't allow Job to go through it as punishment. But the devil has always said that no one can serve God faithfully. And so the question always will remain, can you serve God faithfully regardless of what life throws your way? But understanding that you don't need to fight. A slave of the Lord does not need to fight. God's got you covered. He'll fight for you. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to go through the ropes, trials, and tribulations, trainings, testings. You will. When God told Joseph his end, he didn't tell him the path to that end. But Joseph knew, my brothers, they're going to bow. And he thought that made him the star. Little did he know, the road to that journey was tears, blood, and sweat. But did God fulfill it? Always. He calls you dear, dearly beloved, chosen, and holy. Let today reflect that you understand that God loves you dearly, and he wants you to have peace. In order for you to have peace, you must give peace. This is Magdala with the Under 5 Minutes at 5 a.m. motivational with a time for God. To have you a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.